Yesterday we left off here with a sample problem for you. I hope you had an opportunity to take a look at it. We have a boy doing 19 joules of work, pulling a 6.4 kilogram sled, a distance of 2 meters. When we say no other work was done on the sled, what we mean is that there was no friction on the sled is what we mean there. They give us the initial speed and they want to know the final speed. Well, this is basically a work energy theorem problem where you're going to be given the information for two of the parts. We have the work, keep making that mover in there, work, which is 19 joules, and we have the initial setup, which is going to be the 1/2 mvi squared. We've got the information to find that, and we need to find the VF is what we're looking for. So to solve this problem, pretty straightforward. Here it is. You would rearrange the formula, so you end up with the VF on the left. If you rearrange the formula without putting in the numbers, you'll end up with this equation. You do not have to do that. You can plug the numbers in and just solve it algebraically. Either way you go, when you get done, you'll end up with a VF of 2.5 meters per second. I hope you ended up with that one. We're going to spend the last few minutes here on this section taking a look at basically classic problems that you would see in physics. So we have a 10 kilogram object experiencing a horizontal force to make it accelerate at 5 meters a second squared, and it moves 20 meters. How much work is done by the force? Well, kind of a two-part problem here. We're going to end up with work equals force times distance. Well, we have the distance already. We know that's 20 meters, so we can put that in. But we don't have the force, so we got to jump over and look at the other information we have to see if we can come up with the force. Well, we know that force equals mass times acceleration. So we can take the mass, which is 10 kilograms, times the acceleration, which is 5 meters a second squared. We end up with 50 newtons, because that's the unit of force. 50 newtons, 50 times 20 is 1,000, and so the correct answer here is 1,000 joules. 1,000 joules. Next, we have a crate moving across a frictionless floor being pulled by a rope that is inclined at 30 degrees. The tension on the rope is 50 newtons. How much work is done in moving the crate 10 meters? Pause the video for just a moment and see if you can come up with a solution. So, well, let's set up the situation here. We got a crate going along the floor being pulled with 50 newtons. Tension is just another form of force, so 50 newtons at an angle of 30 degrees. So it's moving in this direction, so my distance is what was the distance? 10 meters. There we go, 10 meters. And so what I need to have is I need to have the amount of force that is in line with or in the same plane as the distance. So I need this force, Fx, right here. Well, Fx, as we know, is my force times cosine theta, which is going to be 50 times cosine 30. Plug that into the calculator. I end up with 43.3 newtons, and so work equals force times distance. 43.3 times 10 is 433 joules. Oops, joules, final answer. A 10 kilogram weight is suspended in the air by a cable. How much work is done in suspending the weight? Pause the video for just a moment, take a look at that one and see what you think you can come up with. Okay, so let's get the situation here. Whoops, sorry. We have a 10 kilogram weight and it is being suspended by a cable. Well, suspending it by the cable means that the distance is equal to 0. So work equals force times distance, regardless of the force. Don't even have to calculate the force. If I know the distance is 0, it's not moving. The work equals 0 joules, and that is the final answer. Okay, we're going to give you some sample problems to take a look at in Google Classroom. You can work on those, and then we'll be back on Friday. As I said before, I really miss telling stories, and so I have another little thing I'll share with you today. As I've been saying since this whole COVID crisis started, the best thing for you personally is to get on a pattern, to get up in the morning, read, exercise, socially visit with your friends through distance ways, kind of keep busy and stay on some kind of a routine. Well, as y'all know, I like to run. I've been running for about 7 years now, I think it's 7 years. And I use the Nike Run Club app for my running. Well, it gives digital badges for reaching achievements. Well, one set of the badges is for distances run for a month. They have a bronze badge for 15 miles or more in a month. I've probably earned that, I think 82 times, I think, last time I checked. They have a silver badge for 25 miles in a month. And I've probably earned that one 50 times or more. I'm not really sure. I didn't check that one. They have a gold badge for 50 miles or more in a month. And I've only earned that one 21 times, I believe is correct. But they have a platinum for 100 miles run in a single month. I have never won that one. In 7 years of running, I've never done 100 miles in a single month. So I set the goal for myself, partially for fun and partially just to help me keep a good routine for the month of April. My birthday month, April this year, my goal is to earn the platinum badge 100 miles in a month. Today is the 12th. The day I'm filming is the 12th. And as of right now, I have 37.7 miles run in the month of April. I will keep you informed how the progress grows. Again, just for fun. It's just something for me to do. And I would encourage you to set some kind of a personal goal. How many books can you read by the end of the month? How many miles can you walk or run? Or how many, I don't know, just think of something you like to do. Pictures can you paint? Things can you draw? What can you do? Just, again, to keep you busy and to give you some kind of a goal, something to strive for. As always, stay safe, stay smart, and I hope to see some of you real soon. Thank you.